10 minutes to go until 7 o'clock this Tuesday. Our Smart Start top headlines. Friends and loved ones are remembering the 26-year-old man killed inside the Legends clothing store on Hudson Avenue.
That victim, Vincent Ulgiati, was shot to death inside the store Sunday night. So the crowd came together yesterday for a vigil in front of that same store, celebrating his life as well as mourning his death. News 8 speaking with some of Ulgiati's family members who describe him as both a loving and caring person.
He has a son that, that is young and is going to have to live with this now for the rest of his life. That's my nephew. And I don't wish this on anybody. Nobody. Nobody in this world, not even my worst enemy.
Police tell us they haven't made any arrests in the case yet, but they do suggest they believe the shooting was targeted.
Police are still looking for the driver who took off from this scene after crashing with a school bus yesterday morning in Rochester. That was near Garson Avenue and Culver Road. The driver of a Hyundai hit the bus, causing that car to flip. Police say the driver, a teen boy, got out of the vehicle and took off. The kids on the bus were not hurt. Your sunrise traffic here at just after 6:50. We are still following a couple of issues here. A new one reported just within the last 4 minutes or so on the east side at Empire Boulevard and Cliffordale Park near 590. There's another one as we've been covering 490 eastbound in the Fairport area. If you're headed that way towards Victor or Fairport Penfield, that crash at 490 east at Route 31F. We'll check the morning drive again for Tuesday at about 7:25.
The Monroe County Sheriff's Office needs your help finding this missing 15-year-old. Essence Largent, she's there on your screen now, and she was last seen leaving her house in Henrietta Saturday night. If you think you know where she might be, please call 911.
New legislation would create a task force focusing on cases of missing women and girls who are Black, Indigenous, and people of color. This comes after the body of a 16-year-old Rochester student was found 2 weekends ago. Jakara Lopez Moore had been missing for more than a month when her body was finally found in the woods near the canal. According to a letter to the governor, local and state lawmakers say cases of missing BIPOC women frequently go under the radar. They add, in this recent case, had Jakara not been listed as a runaway teen and an Amber Alert was even sent out, the outcome could have been different. The legislation still awaits the signature from the governor. An off-duty Alaskan Airlines pilot is charged with 83 counts of attempted murder and reckless endangerment.
This is because authorities say he tried to shut down the plane's engines during a flight from Everett, Washington to San Francisco.
The jump seat pilot, who is the extra pilot, they give a ride, tried to shut down the engines. Their emergency landing 4 minutes out.
Hey, both, you could let me know the threat level. Doesn't sound like he's causing any issue in the back right now. I think he's subdued. We want law enforcement as soon as we get on the ground and park.
Authorities say that suspect, 44-year-old Joseph Emerson of California, was that cockpit jump seat pilot. As we had heard during that air traffic control message, the captain and others were the ones who intervened and diverted the plane to Portland, where Emerson was arrested. And the FAA does confirm they do not believe this incident is connected to any other world events, but the FBI is investigating.
That in reference to what's happening overseas. Overnight, 2 Israeli women freed by Hamas arrived in Tel Aviv at the hospital. Those two, 79 and 85 years old, they were taken hostage October 7th. This comes as Israel's airstrikes intensify, and now there are warning signs for evacuations in the northern part of Gaza ahead of this imminent ground invasion. Sources tell CBS News the White House is seeking to slow Israel's plan for the ground operation. That is to prioritize first the release of hostages and getting more aid into Gaza. Some reaction from the president. Trucks filled with humanitarian aid continue to flow into Gaza, but the UN says civilians there need a lot more. A proposed bill in Albany would make car theft a higher offense. Local state senator Jeremy Cooney is looking to reduce the number of repeat offenders through this effort. Currently, when someone steals a car and they're arrested, they are charged with grand larceny. Typically, that leads to an appearance ticket. Through this proposed measure, those caught stealing a car would get charged with criminal possession of stolen property, which under the law here is considered a much more serious offense.
If this legislation passes, at least there'll be a bail referral to a judge, and a judge may place bail, which holds more accountability, and maybe even a temporary incarceration. And with that, we can take advantage of that temporary incarceration to make some intervention.
The numbers are staggering. Monroe County has seen a 345% increase in stolen cars this year compared to the same months last year.
All right, final check of our weather, taking a look out on our roads. Everything was wet last week. Dry as a bone today.
Yeah,
We'd like to see it.
Nice day to get around town wherever you're headed. Partly to mostly cloudy skies, but there will be some clearing as we get later this afternoon. There it is, that sunshine. Temperatures climbing into the lower 70s. No real chance for rain as we get into the afternoon. Next couple days, we do see that rain chance bump up, but highs in the low to mid 70s. How about that? Not bad. There, we cool down and bring the rain back in for the weekend.
All right, looking ahead to Halloween. Love to see it.
Mid 40s, maybe some rain for that. Yeah.
That looks like Rochester.
Yeah.
What we've got now, this
typical.
is not Rochester.
Thanks for watching us. We'll see you back here in 30 minutes.
And CBS Mornings is up next.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.